Another Panzer IV coming along the side. Does pen. Panzer IV pushing on in as the AT gun. M1 is currently burning from the flamethrower. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot 117. We are currently seeing a game with VonIvan versus, I want to say this is Tiramisu, but also named KOES. Sure, why not? Well, something just blew up. All right. But in any case, we got KOES here with a, American faction. And we got the austere here going the ever popular German infantry doctrine, which we've seen pop up multiple times throughout this day. Double checking, we are on a Faymonville approach. And again, just to kind of show, both these players have a ton of playtime, but again, it's more skill that we're looking at, and these players have a ton of skill brought to it. So, we'll see how things progress in this battle. The Americans are souped up and ready. They're going with their standard American rear echelon stat, no armor company or anything like that. And, you know, anyway, we got a standard build as well for VonIvan, going Grenadier, Pioneer, and MG. Now, the big thing is just who's going to engage who first, and who can force the other one to retreat. Most likely, if the MG can be well positioned, the Americans will have issues. If the Americans can get around the MG and encircle it and neutralize it, that would be a huge win for them. Now, the first battle is... Oh, I was going to say, don't stay in the building. Okay, he's moving in for the flank. VonIvan's hiding behind the car, which, by the way, I'm just pointing out, that car seems really small. Like the people seem way too big for that car. But that's just me. They're moving back over here, grabbing the territory, hopefully. Meanwhile, on the right, we got MG setting on up, maybe to combat the riflemen. And meanwhile, we got Pioneers capturing territory. Another rifleman squad is in development. And what is... look, unless I'm mistaken, like I said, KOES is Tiramisu. But KOES, what are you going to go? Mechanized, interesting. I think that might be slightly... Well, actually, no. I think that could be good because of the truck and how much damage it can do, especially getting around the MG and upgrading it, plus artillery abilities. But maybe that's not a 1v1 approach. Well, we've seen airborne come into play, but we've also seen none of the abilities in airborne be used, except for maybe the drop weapons. So there's that. And then we have infantry company, which is artillery, a bunch of mines, stuff like that. Out of everything here, I'm gonna put up a bet and say we're gonna see infantry company. That's my bet, but we'll see. Riflemen, again, going around the MG, putting on pressure. Do we have additional Grenadiers coming in? Actually, no, they're going their own separate ways. So, yeah, the MG and Grenadiers will have to retreat back to base and head back for their own repairs. All right, that's good. Echelon's coming on in. I'm going to need a little bit of support. Luckily, Riflemen seem to be heading on over, so they should be able to... most likely, maybe the Echelons can delay their capture, and then the Riflemen can make sure that the Grenadiers fight and die on the point. But the good news is, they did lose the model, and Riflemen have, well, total 5, so I don't think these troops are going to last very long. Meanwhile, we do have a battle with Pioneers, but the Riflemen made quick work of them. In mid, Grenadiers try to take the point, but some excellent battles by KOES, doing some good work, holding the territory, capturing when he needs to, and hopefully holding the major points so you get those very precious resources. Meanwhile, we do have a captain coming onto the field. We do upgrade with a bar. Do we have grenades active? No. So no smoke and no grenades currently for the Americans, which means they have to do a good old-fashioned flank to get out and around this MG. Luckily, there are forces coming on in, and they're doing exactly that. They're coming around the MG. Grenadiers trying to hold the line and try to... Oh my god, they're trying to stop him from capturing it. It's so close. And they do. They manage to push the Riflemen back. Captain's coming on over. Luckily, the MG repositioned. But unfortunately for him, yeah, KOES is coming all the way around. So VonIvan's going to need some additional fire support if he wants to hold that MG's position. Oh my god, Captain shredding the Grenadier squad. Echelon getting around. Rifleman now putting shots on target. I don't know if he can necessarily kill the unit in time, but at the very least, he's going to do a lot of damage to that MG, and it's going to head straight back to base. So good work there. Anyway, forces falling on back, Grenadiers moving on in. So, Riflemen might be in a better situation, especially if they get behind the car. Right now, VonIvan's behind the car. I'll say it again. That car seems way too big. Maybe I'm mistaken, but it seems like it seems like they're like Bigfoot, and that it's next to a car, like the size difference. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just not used to old cars. But anyways, this isn't a car cast. This is a cast of a KOE game. So what are we currently seeing? Well, finally, VonIvan upgrades his men to have those squad leader, which is a G43 rifle, plus the additional squad, of course. So, yeah, 5-man squad. That will definitely give the Americans run for their money, but the Americans could counter with their own bars and special equipment. Meanwhile, down south, munitions currently go under German control. So VonIvan's doing very well with his map control, which is definitely going to lead him to being able to upgrade his men a lot more efficiently. So right now he has 2. Hopefully he gets a few more up. So what's the Americans' plan? What's the idea? Well, they're upgrading, so maybe a howitzer, half-track. That could be something very valuable that can hold them back, because right now we don't have a 2-2-2 on the field. We don't have a pack gun on the field. Do we have the ability for that? No, we don't. Battle Phase 1 has, currently being researched. My cat just jumped on the keyboard. Thanks, cat. Our rifleman trying to grab the fuel. We have some cover going down. And while we've had some good flanks, VonIvan's been very consistent with holding some very key territories. So hopefully he continues that in order to win. Or KOES manages to counter that in order for him to have a nice little, supply of resources coming on in. Looks like he's going to get exactly that. He'll grab the fuel up the right and everything else. Now, these forces are fighting in cover. MG is providing that support. He's going to need a flank, but there's not really any forces in range to do that. The best thing he has is a rear echelon squad, but it just doesn't have the firepower. Captain's doing work and definitely shredding, but there's 2 squads here, and I don't think it's going to be enough to break through that and then have troops go around. I just don't see it. Meanwhile, Grenadiers are taking points literally right outside the American base. Oh, boy. Meanwhile, on the left, we have Pioneers currently going. Rear echelons falling on back. Grenadiers behind high wall. A riflemen trying to do what they can behind their own heavy cover to fight the Grenadiers, and they'll do decently well until they get additional support. Half-track coming on in. Very nice to see. Battle Phase 1 has been created. Battle Phase 2 is currently being researched, which makes me think that VonIvan is like, alright, who needs a pack? I'm just going to go straight for armor. And if he keeps holding the fuel, that's not a bad idea, especially if he can overwhelm the half-track. And the American, even look, KOES has the ability for AT. That is very, very likely in his near future he's going to get an AT gun, but that is something just to keep in mind. He still needs to get it. Until I see it, it's still out of mind. Nice rifle grenade. Might get the kill there. Come on. One last shot from VonIvan would do it. Oh, I think random shots may have hit that ambulance. Anyway, half-track moving on in. Rifleman come around the flank, trying to get a couple pop shots on VonIvan's forces retreating. And KOES trying to grab some territory. The MG is now in full retreat. They get 1 model. Can they get a second? This one guy is a little slow on the retreat. Run, man, run. Alright, Rifleman grabs the VP, and a swath of infantry are grabbing the north. Rear echelon and the captain, respectively. So I think that half-track was something either VonIvan was not expecting or was not prepared for, because right now his troops are being suppressed and pushed back across the board, which is good, because KOES desperately needed that effect. Otherwise, it probably would not have turned out great. Now, he did upgrade his men with an LMG, and he should be getting more munitions with the more territory he grabs. And he might grab double fuel in this case. Nice suppression, by the way, stops VonIvan from grabbing that fuel, which makes his risky venture to kind of go for this base even more so, because it's going to take longer for him to get that Panzer IV. At his current income, it's going to take, what, 4? No. 20... no, well, okay, about 4 minutes to deploy, roughly. Rifle grenade's going to miss. Good dodge. Grenadiers, though, very good on health. Good work there. Putting pressure on the captain. This troop is being suppressed by the MG, and looks like very, very quickly VonIvan's like, no, I want this territory back. It's mine. And he's going to do exactly that. Now, he's going to move on in, hopefully grab that territory. Fuel on the right's still going to go to the American. But also, just take note that while I'm, you know, like, okay, that's good. The American also is not going to get any armor anytime soon. Like, that's not happening. And I'm saying that simply because of the fact he would need a major. And then he would need to get another, what, 5 minutes worth of fuel most likely to get a Sherman or a Jackson. So it's still going to be quite a bit. Also, this half-track has to be very, very careful with this MG. Now, most situations, yeah, half-track will kill MG, no problem. This one, though, armor piercing round. So he has to be very careful about how he positions that half-track in order to be shredded, like these Grenadiers are now. Meanwhile, we have some forces coming on in. American force with the LMG, they're actually doing some good work. I don't think the Grenadier squad's going to live off that, actually. It's a battle for this car, and unfortunately, the Americans claim dibs. And under the right of dibs, the Grenadiers must die now for trying to take it. Oh, God, I think they will get shredded, won't they, with that LMG? Yeah, they did. Just right around the corner, they got shredded. Pioneer Squad, too, very low on health. Would be a big upset if VonIvan lost that. No. Okay, he lived. All right. We have a Stug coming on in. All right. Unsure why you would call it in. Again, right now I could see... Let me try to think about VonIvan. Let me think about VonIvan. Okay. VonIvan could be thinking that he's like, okay, take out the half-track, you win the game. But he did lose his own infantry section, so the Americans are slowly upping him in infantry. It's a risky maneuver, but I could see, like, that general idea. He also went down a path that he doesn't have an AT gun, so we need something. However, the Stug, the one he got, is not the best versus infantry. And as well, the enemy is getting an AT gun. So, as well as all this riflemen, which, again, good veterancy across, because all of them now have access to AT grenades, this Stug is literally going to be a big target. Now, luckily, the half-track made it back to base. Good for them. He's pushing forward, and he's literally about to walk into a lot of fire if KOES or decide to fire AT grenades. He didn't, because I'm assuming he didn't have the AT gun up, so it was no bother. The Stug's not a threat to me. It can't really do much without MG and such. So, yeah, the Major's not out yet. It could be being researched now, or, like, very soon. But for right now, it's not. Now, good job, I will say, on VonIvan for taking right. So at least he got that territory under his control. But it's going to be risky. It's going to be very, very risky for him to see what he does. MG is repositioning, so don't expect suppression. Howitzer gets an amazing hit on the Grenadier squad, forcing it back. Is there any great? No, there's no more Grenadiers on the front. That MG is by itself. Howitzer could make quick work of it. Oh, no, here's some Grenadiers. They're just not souped up Grenadiers. Stug is opening fire and destroyed the cover. All right, good job. Cover's gone. Half-track opening fire on the Grenadiers. He's going to be suppressed. And probably won't be able to take the point based on the suppression of this half-track. The thing is, even though this half-track's doing very well, I despise this half-track so very much. I find KO2 pathfinding with its unique idea of rear fire really agitating. But that being said, if an expert player like KOES here can use it, fantastic. Glad to see it used to its optimum efficiency. But never expect that with me. But anyway, good job there. At the very least, the Americans are making a small comeback, bringing down the VPs of VonIvan ever so much. The big thing is, though, is for his riflemen to start taking out those Grenadiers. And or making, like, an action to enclose and envelop that Stug with AT grenades and AT fire. Will that happen? Unsure. But at the very least, KOES is on one step to getting armor. He got himself a major. VonIvan is slowly getting closer and closer to getting an additional armored unit. I don't think he's going to get a Stug, but I do think he's going to get something along the lines of an Ocwieja. That seems more likely. Have an Ocwieja to deal with the infantry, have a Stug to deal with the armor. That sounds a little more cohesive. Grenadier squad opening fire. Looks like the... Oh my god, that rifleman squad. Run! Alright, he's running. Very low on health. Additional squad coming on in. Stug backing up because it knows. He got one kill, so that's positive. Meanwhile, we got some forces firing on left. Beats back the captain with actually, I think, double bars. Okay. Grenadiers moving over. They grab the fuel backs. That's good for VonIvan's getting armor out sooner rather than later. They're also grabbing that additional VP. Not VP, the capture point. Greyshot holding mid against the Pioneers. They might be able to do it because they're in better cover. Oh, wait, do they have a bazooka? Maybe not. It's going to be close. Oh, he's pulling back. Dang it. Half-track coming on in to stop the Pioneer squad. Stu got driven back by the AT, by the M1. Right now, no major losses. Howitzer still, like, the howitzer is still that thing you don't know. It could completely whiff. It could completely squad wipe. You don't know. But at the very least, it's providing that support. So that's good. That's good. Rifleman forces coming on in. So KOES is trying to regain that territory. Brings out his major as well. But like I said, KOES is still a little away from getting armor. Whereas VonIvan, at this point, I fully expect him to deploy a Panzer IV. Like, he could have gone Ostwind already. He's like, nope, no Ostwind, Panzer IV. That's where I'm going. Also, hey, infantry company, I was right. But, Stug moving on in. Where's AT? AT's hanging back. I don't know why the AT's back at base. Dude, bring it back up. You need it right now. Trying to destroy the cover, I assume. Grenadiers are grabbing the point. It's the one thing, even though I think technically KOES is better infantry, VonIvan's doing a way better job at consistently holding the map, which is reflective of the VPs and overall resources that both sides have. Half-track coming on over to try to break this building. Might actually do quite a bit. Hold on. Yep. Oh, I was going to say the howitzer shot. That was what I was waiting for. Stu getting quick heals. Panzer IV in development. So, yeah, that... KOES has, like, a good 5... Like, not 5. Let me rephrase that. A good 30 seconds of leeway. And then as soon as that 30 seconds is done, the Panzer IV is going to come. And unless he snares it, it's going to wreak havoc on his men. So he has to be very, very careful. Luckily, the heavy cover and the LMG are allowing the riflemen to shred that Grenadier squad. Oh, my God. Although a lot more squads coming on in. But again, plenty of riflemen. Plenty. Half-track's still there. Rifle grenade being fired. But, oh, great shot on target. A lot of health damage right there. That's exactly what VonIvan needed. Howitzer coming in, destroying his cover, forcing him back. Grenadiers are mostly on the back foot, though he's grabbing territory on left. Captain's still there. Panzer IV heading left, deciding not to engage the battle currently going on the right-hand side, and instead fighting, well, deal with the captain, deal with the VPs. Not a bad idea. Half-track, it looks like Mitch pushed back the MG, or at least maybe he pulled it back for healing. Stug as well on the back foot. A rifleman pulling down some cover and allowing themselves to grab the fuel. That's the other thing. They can build themselves a lot of really nice abilities. Captain pulled back because of the Panzer IV. Panzer IV now speeding across the battlefield, upgrading himself with the MG42. He's looking for something. Howitzer firing in the distance, most likely against some Grenadiers or some maybe dead bodies in the region. And now he's waiting behind the building. Okay. Destroys the cover. He's like, nope. Gotta focus on the cover. Now let's move up. Panzer IV opens fire. Grenadier squad doing decent work. Alright, come on. VonIvan's armor is regrouping. Also, is some infantry pushing left. American forces coming in. Sherman's on the field. It's about time. Sherman, you're needed on the front. Otherwise, that Panzer IV is going to kill us. Help. And again, VonIvan does not have a Pack 40, so he does have a little more leeway where there is an M1 currently on the American side. So it's going to be a do or die fight right now. Sherman coming in, getting a great shot on the Grenadier squad right there. American forces capturing the point, allowing some leeway. Sherman could. All right, Stug fires a pop shot, does a little damage, but again, still the M1 right there. Could move in. Like you can go around, or he's trying to kill it. Hold on. Nope, it's firing on the Stug. Never mind. MG's gone. M1, come on, move up, move up. Or maybe he's worried about the Panzer IV in the Grenadier squad. Alright, riflemen coming on in, holding back the Grenadier, hopefully allowing the Echelons to grab the territory. M1 set up. Stug's immediately like, no, I'm pulling back. But again, right now, VonIvan king of map control. He has all 3 VP points. He has double fuel right now. Doing very well, doing very well. Second AT gun now on the field by KOES. Grenadier stuff pulling on in, but half-track keeping him at bay. Stug might come up to stop him, but He's moving back his M1. That's going to cover his half-track. I'm so curious on that. Anyway, Rifleman pushing back the Pioneer Squad, Grenadier Squad, still trying to move behind the building to be unsuppressed. Sherman advancing. I don't know. Oh, he's trying to kill the MG. Panzer IV moving against him. He does have armor piercing. Does bounce off. Wait, M1 setting up. Along with the Major with a bazooka. Hold on. Hold on. One shot. All right. Panzer IV and them giving out fire, but Panzer IV got hit with the M1. Needs to pull on back. Okay, infantry now battling in mid. So far, the captain's holding off for right now. All right, now even Ostwind on the field. So we got a triple tango of medium armor provided by the Austere. Good against infantry. We'll see if that's having an effect. Rifleman trying to hold. Dodges. Again, you have to watch every single front. So good job dodging that. Trying to hold off the Grenadiers. Grenadiers still being shredded. It's anyone's battle. 2 men. But the Grenadiers are super low, and the Riflemen will hold out and decap the munitions. So good job there. Meanwhile, on the left, looks like something happened and they had to fall back. Ostwind's coming on in. Ooh, boy. There's still plenty of AT for KOES, but VonIvan's definitely ramping up the pressure. Arm-piercing rounds, it could be an option. Just pointing that out. Arm-piercing rounds is an option. Yes! Hit the half-track. Oh, half-track's half dead. Yes. You still have to worry about the howitzer, but hey, arm-piercing rounds. Won the battle. Won the day. All right, good to see. Anyway, Ostwind on standby. Grenadiers moving on in. Trying to take the points. Hey, excuse me for a second. Anyway, let's see right now. We got ourselves half-track into repairs. Sherman now has to go in. A lot of really highly vetted infantry on both sides. Wait, the MG died? Oh, the howitzer. Did it kill it? Oh, I think it killed it. Oh my god, that's a loss for... That's a loss there. Well, at least it gave me armor-piercing rounds. I'll take it. Alright. So what do we got here? Shot on target. AT gun could open fire on the stew. Come on. They have a bunker going down. Again, I think he sees this more of a game of capture. Anyway. Rifle grenade being fired. Does quite a bit of damage. One troop very low. I don't think he has enough to kill it, per se. Panzer IV is on standby. Oh, wait! Snare's in action. Oh, it missed? It missed! Snare missed. Alright, M1, now's your time. Now's your chance. Both M1s are currently looking in the wrong direction. Sherman could snare. Blocks his retreat. Oh, nope, he just runs right through. Never mind. Ignore me. Panzer IV trying to make out. No snare. Like, you're fighting this. No snare. I feel like KOES has individual pieces I adore, but he needs to coordinate a little more. Hold on. Does kill the Panzer IV. Okay, there we go. Bazooka team hitting the Stuke. Sherman super low, but there's plenty of bazooka teams and AT. Quickly knocks out VonIvan Stuke, and just when I thought KOES was out of this, hold on, Ostwind and the Grenadier Squad may knock out the M1. They do. They knock it out. VonIvan is down 2 armored units, but still somehow seems to be winning this battle. Oh no, Rashlan's super low because of the flak track. He might try to go for the kill. Major, though, still firing the bazooka. Still gaining veterancy. Still trying his best. Captain trying to shred the infantry on the retreat. But here's the thing. It's still bleeding out. KOES still having issues with his overall capture. And right now, Grenadiers are going to move on in. They're going to need to move in everything they have. KOES needs more manpower to get armor. VonIvan just got more armor. Panzer IV in development will be out in 30 seconds. It's do or die right now. VonIvan has less men, but he's doing everything he can, and right now it's more map control. Meanwhile, you have KOES, definitely more, but still... Well, he needs to really put out... He really needs to keep on the pressure. Although I will give credit to all the Vet 2 and Vet 3 units who currently have. Hot dang. Meanwhile, capturing a point on left. Grenadier Squad trying to stop him. We can see a rifle grenade action. We do. He is in heavy cover. We'll see if it does much damage. It actually kills the model, though. That should give the Grenadiers the leverage to beat it back. And even though, to be honest, He only decapped the point. That's still helpful. That's still very helpful if he can capture this point, because that'll stop the bleed. Sherman advancing on the Ostwind. Panzer IV literally about to deploy. Sherman overextending into the line. I think he's still trying to kill the Ostwind to make it count. Gets the kill, but snare is not available because... wait, did he snare? No, it was a bazooka team. I was like, what? But yeah, he's still down. Wait, I think he had enough for a snare. He did. He got it. It did not randomly fade into nothing. He actually got it. All right. Still, VonIvan has 4 frontline units and a battle tank. That's all he has. Meanwhile, the Americans have 4 frontline units, 2 AT units, and a howitzer. Where's the other M1? Okay, recruit that. You're going to need it. All right, howitzer's still doing work at the very least. Slowly shredding the infantry. Slowly but surely. Grenadier squad still holding the point. Major coming on in. He's ready. It's like, I'm ready to use one of these. Missed the shot, though. Actually, almost hit the Grenadier squad. AT units falling on back. Grenadier, sorry, captain's still there. VonIvan still a ways off. He could get himself a Stug. Howitzer, excellent hit on the Grenadier squad, forcing him back. And yeah, Panzer IV backing on up. Bazooka team's firing. It's neck and neck right now on the left-hand side. Rifleman trying to get the point. VonIvan, although getting a lot of munitions right now. Although, if they can get this cutoff point, that would be huge. Although, it's literally right next to the German base, so I doubt that. Although, Grenadier squad very low, trying to get out of there. Still being shredded. More American forces coming on. And Sherman on standby. They're trying to capture this point at the very least. Rifleman just getting in the building. Yeah, just get in the windmill and use your LMG. That seems like a good idea. Sherman deployed. No losses yet for the American. Howitzer still... Actually, I'm surprised we haven't seen white phosphorus. You figure he would use it to kind of stop the Grenadiers in their tracks from capturing the point. Oh, great rifle grenade. Kills the rear echelon. No bazookas to pick up, but that's fine. Less AT. Panzer IV could now move a little less obstructed. Howitzer now under fire. Sherman coming on up, but he needs... AT gun would be so impactful, especially because there's a Stug about to come up. It's incredibly close right now. VonIvan's Panzer IV coming on in to hold the point. Stop the Americans from capturing it. Meanwhile, the Americans are capturing the left-hand side, and we still have the Major with bazooka. Oh, Sherman coming in from behind. Rear armor shot. Panzer IV bouncing off the Sherman. Sherman looks angry. Missed the shot himself. Pioneers are there. Does have a bazooka team picked up by the Americans. And Panzer IV will be sent back to base with one last shot, actually hitting rear armor of all places. But still, the Sherman reigns supreme as the captain holds the middle VP against the Pioneer squad. Even with an extra man, still unable to really... Oh, great shot with the howitzer on the way out. And now Vet 3. Good work. Good to see it. Really, really, really great to see it. Anyway. Again, VonIvan's not done yet. He still has infantry, still has 8. Again, VonIvan could sit in his base and just relax. He could literally just have a cup of tea, relax, or a cup of coffee, whatever. Relax in his base and just wait. Now, in case you're wondering, like, wait, Greyshot, what are you talking about? Well, he has 420 VP compared to 114. As long as he doesn't lose a ton of his infantry and keeps preservation at a high priority, he should be fine. He just needs to whittle down slowly but surely the American forces. They did recruit the M1s, which could be bad. But he has... What I'm trying to say is VonIvan has time to change the battle. He's not out of the woods yet. He still has plenty of time in terms of VP countdown. He just needs to make sure his units don't die. That's the big thing. Keep his preservation at a top priority while slowly wearing down the American. Like this unit over here. This American unit is by itself. Try to make some plays, reduce the manpower. This unit, very low. Major, also very vulnerable. There's all sorts of actions you can take. You just have to be very cautious about your own. Because if you lose one of yours, that's going to be incredibly impactful. Especially as you don't have a ton of manpower or fuel to get additional forces. So this is kind of a big thing for VonIvan if he holds this. Sherman's still firing. Panzer IV moving on in. He could be making a big play here. Another Panzer IV coming along the side. does pen Panzer IV pushing on in as the AT gun M1 is currently burning from the flamethrower, which is, again, great. Panzer IV now focusing on the AT gun. Come on. Misses the shot. Rifleman torn apart by the Grenadiers, though, again, there's more coming out just in a moment. Only if you had enough for a frag bomb. Just knock out all those. Literally, that's the sound it makes. I'm certain of it. Anyway, Panzer IV might knock out the M1 in time, or he could pull back. Whatever the case may be, it worked. American forces took losses and lost territory, while the Germans managed to hold this point. So, good job. He does need repairs. I think additional pioneers would be good, but I don't think he has the resources for that right now, though Major very low. We have a random Grenadier squad coming in. He's setting up a bunker, plus he has his Grenadier squad there. I think he's going to be okay with that positioning and kind of have those forces right there guard. The howitzer is also something he has to deal with, but I don't know how he would deal with it with his current army set without charging headlong, and that could be very risky. Very risky indeed. Alrighty, so it's neck and neck. Both sides have nearly equal populations, if pretty much on point with population, actually. It's really, I'm curious to see who's going to get the next thing. KOES has the ability to get additional armor. VonIvan, technically, if he saved up, has the ability to get additional armor. Mines being set in mid, that could be a trap for VonIvan. VonIvan as well does not have minesweepers, so we cannot see the mines on the field right now. Point on the left has been decrewed, but most likely he can't hold it. Just because of the captain and all the other forces moving in with the Sherman. That's just not happening. Instead, it looks like he's just capturing the point, and the bunker will hopefully keep that side safe. Units hang back to base. Alright. VonIvan's still putting it down. He's under 100 points. But KOES as well needs to start killing these Grenadiers. Or the Panzer IV. He needs to knock out something major in VonIvan's, well, anything in VonIvan's army. And I think he would gain an upset. I think he would. But again, he lost the rear echelon. So, there's that. Oh, what the hell? Did he just kill his own men? American friendly fire incident. That actually helped VonIvan. The tank crew is siding with the Germans now, apparently. Rifle grenade firing. A lot of health damage on the rifleman. Panzer IV might be able to get a nice, sweet hit on them as well, if he can get sight. You still have to worry about the Sherman. And again, VonIvan could get himself the light mechanized building to get a Pack 40 if he so desired. We'll see. Now it's going to be double Sherman versus double Panzer IV. And right now it's a pretty much dead even, except the Allies have a little more AT and artillery, I would say. Anyway, they are taking the left. That should start bleeding VonIvan. Bringing them down. Grenadiers coming over to stop them, but they do grab the point in time. But they are low on health enough to where I think... Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, can the Grenadiers pick that up? They do! Grenadiers pick up a bar, and they got the kill! That's one less Rifleman squad. That's going to be... that's pretty impactful for the Americans to lose a Vet 3 Rifleman squad. Mine goes off, though. Howitzer's opening fire. VonIvan could be at risk here. There's a lot of forces opening fire on his Grenadiers. Pulls them back. Smart move. Meanwhile, a bazooka team trying to flank around the Major. Major does not have the ability for artillery or smoke or anything like that because the resources he needs to pull back. I love the Panzer IV coming in like, no, you're not taking that. But they do grab it. VonIvan's going to continue the pressure. KOES is in a situation. He has less frontline units. Hopefully that gives VonIvan's Grenadiers the opportunity to counter. Also, give up for the kills. 36-37. And 29 kills for this Rifleman squad. I mean, like, both sides have been inflicting massive amounts of kills on the other with their infantry. They just need to kill them. But still, good work all around. Great plays. Panzer IV on standby. And again, if you want to currently see the brackets and everything shaping up, you can with exclamation bracket. Right now, we'll see how this game wraps up. Panzer IV opening fire, drives off the captain, continuing the bleed on KOES, who needs something. Meanwhile, triple Grenadier threat coming on in. This is where that Howitzer's White Phosphorus ability would come in, but Sherman gets an excellent shot against multiple targets there. They're trying to kill the M1. They'll reduce the AT in the area. Panzer IV now free and open to, well, while the Grenadiers are, wait, no, actually, hold on. Where's the Panzer IV going? You figure he would try to stick around and, I don't know, help? Howitzer gets a great shot. They're trying to hold the points. He's trying to quickly cap them. Panzer IV is moving on in. You still have to worry about at least one AT gun that's currently trying to reposition itself. Hopefully he sees that. I don't think he will in time, though. He gets hit. Panzer IV, the other one's fighting the other Sherman. His forces are spread thin and very low. But the Sherman is engaging, and it is very low on health. Panzerfaust could be used, but Sherman backs off before he's able to. Was there a mine? Did I miss something? Oh, I was going to say, I don't think any of the men got hit by mines. In terms of, like, losses, or the tanks, sorry. Grenadiers are healing themselves right now, or trying to. They're also pulling back to base, but they'll get some heals on the way back. They're placing mines in mid. That will allow the allies to start ticking against VonIvan. But once again, VonIvan has plenty of time to just be like, all right, well, he's beating me back, but as long as I hold my, again, map control, which he's getting a decent amount of fuel right now, which is going to allow him to get another Stug. He could change to a Panzer IV, but I think a Stug is respectable because he needs something to fight armor at range. However, the Americans have the exact same idea. They have a Jackson in development. Major trying to hold back the Grenadiers, but it's going to be ill-fated for them as they have to fall back. But on the flip side, Sherman coming in, using armor-piercing rounds against the Grenadiers. So, unfortunately, not great. Let's see. Captain's taking left. That's a triple VP against VonIvan at this rate. Oh, boy. It's close. It is absolutely close. I will say, KOES is more likely to lose men. VonIvan has not lost any men. He has been consistent with this army group for a good chunk of time. Hopefully I didn't jinx him. Sorry, VonIvan, if I did. But, KOES, you're also doing very well with the infantry. You just need to make sure your men get out alive. But anyway, he's pushing left. Sherman's moving in, but Panzer IV and a Stu coming in to overwhelm the Sherman. Although Sherman gets an excellent shot on the Grenadier squad. My God. Captain might be able to mow him down. No! Oh, he does. That's a kill. Panzer IV pulling on back. That's a loss for VonIvan. That's incredibly hard loss. You can't move back, VonIvan. Run! Alright. Jackson, are you going to engage? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Another Panzer IV. They did manage to grab the right-hand side, so it stops the bleed for now for VonIvan. Sherman backing on up after taking some hits. The other Sherman's moving on in. Looks like the Jackson's getting some heals in the back. And, yeah. Now they got their bar back. Oh, good for them. Good for the Americans. He dropped a bar. That troop grabbed a bar, so he got back. So that's going to hurt VonIvan because that's less forces he has at his disposal. Panzer IV is trying to pop shots. It is up to Veterancy 2. Only one kill, though, so absolutely mass murderer. Not really. 8 kills right now on the Panzer IV. American forces trying their best to hold the line. Although VonIvan's not done yet. KOES is doing what he can. I don't know why they just walked off in the middle of nowhere, but he's trying to get the Sherman. Heck, maybe VonIvan steal the Sherman. I don't know. Anyway, Panzer IV, Stug, and looks like the other Panzer IV moving on in. If they can get a decisive battle against a lot of the Allied armor, they could slowly turn it. But VonIvan is down. He has less men absolutely right now. He needs a plan, a strategy. Panzer IV is very low. Jackson hanging out behind, not really fighting. Firing a shot, misses. Stu coming in to support. Grenadiers as well, trying to shake him off. Pioneer squad going back for some heals. Howitzer opening fire on what? Grenadiers, maybe? Nope, it was the Pioneers. Oh, Panzer IV still a bit close to the front. Sherman's going along the side. Maybe trying to clear out these Grenadiers. Looks like they're doing just that. 18 kills respectively, 4. So the Shermans have gotten way more German kills. Another Stug is being made. Is it going to be enough? That is the question. He's trying to kill the building. All right. Yeah, Shermans decide that building is sided with the Germans, trying to remove it from play. We do have another rifleman squad. He has enough munitions to give him bars. Oh, sorry. Is it a bar? No, it was LMG. I thought he had a bar with him. Okay, maybe not. I'm just blind, apparently. Howitz opening fire. Major's right there, although, once again, not a lot of munitions, so don't expect like a major strike or something. Oh, boy. Again, plenty of time VonIvan has. Plenty of time. Grenadier's falling back. Although, if he gets the kill on this unit, that would be another impactful loss for VonIvan. Sherman advancing. Stug a little far up. I don't know what it's trying to shoot at. He's also trying to figure out what to shoot at. He hits the Sherman. Grenadier's trying to push back the Major with the bazooka team. Another Stug on standby. I thought it was Panzer IV. Both Panzer IVs are lying in wait. I don't know what they're waiting for, but they need... Come on. Okay, Sherman missed. Jackson did not. He's lying in wait, I guess, for something. Stug's... Oh, missed a shot from the Jackson. Nice. Oh, he got out of it. I don't... What? What? Panzer IV! I was gonna say, take the shot! Kill the crew! But anyway, they still got an M1 here, so a flank this way would not be advisable. Oh, boy. It's just so, like, gut-wrenching. It's like, alright, VonIvan has a good chunk of men. The Americans have a good chunk of men. The Americans have a lot more AT. That might be deciding as well if those AT guns really come into effect. If they get a good range and also activate some specials, yeah, that could be a lot of damage. But KOES is also putting so much, he's burning so much munitions that he is also doesn't have a huge resource flow. Where VonIvan, if he needs to fire all these guys' Panzerfaust ability, he absolutely can. But KOES is going along the long way. Panzer IV took some hits. I don't know if he's able to get it. Maybe he just has it on standby. Or he does the thing where he gets all of his units out. But Stug's pushing on in against the Jackson. Hold on. And well, I'm sorry, Stug and Panzer IV, my apologies. Panzer IV being cock-blocked by the AT gun. Oh, no. I think they need to kill it. American forces are right there. They don't have AT grenades, so he can still escape. He gets the... Okay, AT gun's dead. Sherman's still there. Come on, get out. Alright, hits the Sherman. But unfortunately, Stug died. Panzer IV. Sherman died. Alright, a little bit of exchange. Sherman's a bigger loss for the Americans. Grenadiers need to get the heck out of there. Another Panzer IV died, unfortunately, though. They did grab mid. VP... Oh, hits a mine. Never can be a clean-cut victory for either side, can it? Oh, Stug misses. Panzer IV going on in. They're going in for the base. Do we have enough for... Oh, no. No frag bomb. I'll say. That would have been a great way to end it. Frag bomb goes over. Yeah, it's probably too close. Anyway, where's the M1? Oh, there's the M1. Hits the Panzer IV. Gets the Sherman kill. Another Jackson comes on in. Kills the Stug. Right now, we only have Grenadiers, though. And another one died. Oh, VonIvan tried. And to be fair, all the Shermans died. But unfortunately for him, he lost 2 Stugs, 2 Panzer IVs. And again, that AT gun, I'm going to say, really helped out at killing some of that armor. Oh, that's something where it's like, okay, commit. Did not work. Did not work. Did not work. All right, Captain opening fire on the Grenadier squad, doing what he can. Yeah. I'm gonna say that's gonna be it for VonIvan. He tried. Hey, you cannot deny he tried. Unless he comes back with a major comeback, I don't know. I don't know. I think this is pretty much a nail in the coffin, but who knows? Maybe he breaks out of it. All right. Rifleman forces coming on over. I'm assuming... Oh my god, the mines. That's where all the munitions went. So many mines. He can't... He's about to hit another one. Oh, I feel so bad. So close, yet so far. Oh, boy. He's... Again, even though the American forces are currently trying to break his base... Even though he was outnumbered a good chunk of this game by the American forces, he gave it his all. And KOES did an amazing game. You gotta give it to KOES for the solid. Like, he may have started, like, there's a moment where I'm like, VonIvan's starting to have come back, and KOES probably got worried. But he managed to calm down, relax, come back, and have some excellent moves. And start inflicting some casualties on Von. Now, it looks like Von might kill the Jackson, which, might... Alright, guys, comeback starts now. Stug charge against the Jackson. Oh my god, will the Stoogs actually do this? I really don't think they will. The M1's going to turn around. He wants the kill. Take the shot. Alright, so right now, for this moment, VonIvan has the only main armored unit on the field. Okay. He fought 2 Jacksons with an M1 support and all the infantry, and it's like, nope. Oh, anyway, the problem is Sherman's about to be deployed, and he does not have the infantry. VonIvan simply does not have the infantry to back this. Oh my god, hits the mine on the retreat. Oh, god dang it. It's heartbreaking, it truly is. Yet if Vaughn won't surrender, I will continue to cast. Major's capturing the right. He's losing all of his territory. No longer having the resources he once did. And the Stug, unfortunately, biting it as well on the retreat. He tried, but the Major just didn't let him go. He just sprinted. Had the build T4, he would have lost all battlefield presence. Yeah, I don't know. I think Tier 4 would have not been the best move. But again, it depends. In his situation, I just don't think he had necessarily the fuel. Like, the only thing I could think of would be a Panther. That's the only thing I could think of. But even with that, I think the double Jackson would have... I think the double Stug was better than a Panther, because the Jacksons would have ripped that Panther apart. He's still trying, though. He has stormtroopers to capture the point. God damn. VonIvan will not die. KOES is trying to strangle him, but he will not go down. Now he's going left. Now I'm assuming that, yeah, there's a captain in here. He'll be shredded if he tries to capture the point. Oh. Stormtrooper plays. Most entertaining player in third seat out. What the fuck? I know. This was a great game. This was a great game. Just like Batman, he drops smoke and just vanishes. Except he still stays there because he wants to hold the point. And although I don't think he can hold the point for 70 VPs. That's not happening. I do like he's still trying to grab territory. But, yeah, just not his day. Luckily, there's a flamethrower unit coming on over. Stormtroopers being beaten back. We have something coming on in. Oh, it's the Major, I think. Yep, artillery coming in. On himself, I think. Oh, my. Well, hot damn. There goes the Stormtroopers. He does have 2 VPs. He does have it. And I think out of sheer respect, KOES is like, I can't take the points. I can't. Oh, God. Any player in this tournament would have been like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. VonIvan is currently maybe about to kill a oh, no. No. He's like, he held back a Sherman. He captured both VPs. He brought the total 7 points down. He only needs to do that guy 7 more times, and he got this. 7 more times. Sorry, 9 more times. What am I saying? 7, yeah. So, who knows? But a heck of a game, nonetheless. Oh my, the mines. Something else just exploded. Yep, more mines over here. KOES is getting 73 munitions per turn. Stormtrooper being deployed. Where did it be deployed at? Oh, it's over here. He got back in the building. He's in the building. Dang it. Oh, well. It's, curious to say. Real curious. Bazooka team firing. Alright, double bazooka team. That's what the engineers are for. Get the bazooka teams. Oh, no, the Grenadiers got one, too. Holding back the Sherman. You can't kill VonIvan. He's still in this fight. He lost his base. But he's still giving it his all. Alright. VonIvan. You did well. You did well, but I think it's time to lay down your sword. You played honorably. You did it as well as one could expect in this situation. But please give this man a sweeper. No, please. No, his general's like, you get the bazooka, you get the bar. And his men are all please like, give us a minesweeper, please. Yeah, I mean, good. Look, KOES, good job winning this. Look, as much as I like VonIvan, you're not winning this. You're not. But you're still giving it your all, and I still want to be like, oh man, he's doing his best. Surrender nuts. Yeah, VonIvan doesn't know surrender. It's not terminology he understands. There's still a way to kill, to beat back the Americans. He will find it. He's charging. Oh no. Well, get ready, boys. Panzerfaust coming. Sherman's down. This other Sherman's low. Bazooka team fire. I love it how it's all the random bazookas over across the entire game. That's what he's current. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well at least he got shot, that not exploded. Arf grenade firing. Hey, good hit. Ah, more mines exploding. Yep. He's trying to push on left with stormtroopers. More mines. I'm no joke, please. For the price of your iPhone, please give these people what would be a minesweeper so they stop blowing up. Anyway, fantastic game across the board. VonIvan with VonIvan did very well early on, then he lost something, and then he was down. But he slowly built back up. Just incredibly so. KOES was just like, die, and VonIvan did not. VonIvan had less forces, KOES had more, and yet it still did very well. That being said, VonIvan did lose a ton of his men, and that was just what sealed the deal. But his double Stug effort did do a lot of work, although it just wasn't enough. It was still a great game, a fantastic one, but overall, it's just something that, so close yet so far. But good, literally great job, guys. Great job. All right, anyway, let's double check the after action report for a more fitting overview of this game. All right, let's double check the brackets as well to see where everyone is right now. So everyone in day one has been cleared in terms of the main league, had moved on to the quarterfinals. That is all done. Right now, we're currently seeing all the side games go on. So Perms versus Zodak still going on. We got ourselves Helping Hans versus Orange Pest, which is probably what would probably be considered a cluster. And we currently have, what is it? Yeah, VonIvan and KOES, which I'm curious to see how that turns out. Alrighty. Right now, damage-wise, 16,000 damage for the Shermans. Really good job there. 40 kills. VonIvan, 143 kills with his Grenadiers. Jesus Christ. I don't know about Elpern and Zodiac. I may look at that, but I think they might be also being covered. I don't know. But really great job. Seriously, both sides did incredibly well that game. Like, pat on the back. Seriously, good work all around. You guys did some amazing plays right there. Amazing job.
Hello everyone, this is Greyshot, and before I go, I want to give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Milam, Joey G240, Anton, Bishara, Ion, PyroShark, Ace, and Jakub Ocwieja. Seriously guys, thank you so much for your amazing support, especially over the past month. Been through a lot of personal hurdles, but you guys make it a little easier knowing that you guys support me. And same thing with the patrons down below. This has been Greyshot17 and his amazing patrons, and I'll see all of you next time.